EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Today, we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports to bring you all the action out on the course. And Frank, what can you tell us about Wolf Creek?
Well, it's a mesmerizing layout. You can see from above, Rich, in amongst all these sort of canyon areas and boulders and that. I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's like Disneyland for the golfers. It's phenomenal, and each hole has a totally different look. It's hard to imagine you can build a golf course in an area like this.
A lot of great golf early on. Let's get you out to the action at the fifth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
Oh, no.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. That's an air ball.
Looks like he just misread that. This is a putt for birdie from long range. Probably would be happy to get down in two. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Frank, we see it every single round. These kind of putts determine whether it's a good score or an average score.
Yeah, and just like that, a bogey. He does not feel like he deserves it.
So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes once again are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made the green. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Locked in on the read and the speed. Lost that mini battle right there on that hole with a bogey and slips to 1 over par. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive. It's gone for a little extra. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. On the green in regulation. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, the par 3/8 really is Wolf Creek in a nutshell. It's hard, and it's really pretty.
It is, and it's really long, too. Just under 250 yards off that back tee. Slight bit of elevation, but you can see from the tee, obviously, where you don't want to go and where you do go. If you're a little, well, tender of heart, then aim for the right side and avoid all that water down the left.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I thought that was in. You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
And getting ready for the putt. Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. And chance too to have a little birdie at the end of your front nine.
Really good drive here, about 320 yards and straight. Approach shot into this 9th green, Frank. What's the best play?
A good drive, especially an ambitious drive down there, is just going to leave a pitch up to this green. And if you're coming in here straight, really, it's a good time to just hit one there and skip it into that flag. You can land it short, come in a little lower, and bounce it back towards the flag. Should be safely on deck.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, come on.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
This from about 10 feet. One over for the day. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Oh, why did I hit so damn
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank.
Come on.
18-footer.
This is straight in. Fine, this is up. that way, so where is it that way? Come on. Oh, just barely.
Like Ben Crenshaw right there, just so smooth.
That played before.
On to the 11th hole, we're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great-looking par 3. It measures 215 yards, very playable, and you never know, today might be the day where you make birdie.
Come on.
That will be a great look at birdie.
Even par currently.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Par 5, 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable and do. Still trouble to the right of this green if you get a little bit cavalier. This, without doubt, the longest green on the golf course. It's 55 yards from front to back.
Uh-oh.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And so the approach shot finishes up some 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah, not his best, but certainly not his worst.
Oh. There we go. My mistake.
That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. I thought he had
come
that.
on.
Now, putt for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
Oh,
That one is bunker bound, it looks like.
Okay, I made it over.
And the tee
wall.
shot ends up in the bunker. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out.
And
I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh my goodness. No way.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. 14 feet to the hole.
Oh,
Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Right
Oh,
off the
got it.
edge.
Freaking
Just a
kidding
fraction
me.
softer. Then it might have just turned in.
Bogey? Oh.
Frank, you know full well this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards. What a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Landed right in between.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Always hard to with. Broadcasted.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
No.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. So 2 rounds in the books. Frank, that was fun.
It certainly was. It bodes well for the weekend. Saw a lot of good players that seem to actually have a good fit for this golf course. That bodes well for the next 36 holes.
Let's find out. Let's get it. Mesquite, Nevada. Let's go. 38th place at this 10th hole. See if I can make a comeback here, huh?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Nevada getting set for what should be a wonderful day of golf. Wolf Creek Golf Club is the site for the action. And Frank, this really is the definition of desert golf. It is spectacular.
The green oasis, Rich, amongst this canyon area is just something to be seen, really. It's hard to imagine you can actually build a golf course like this. Elevated tees, huge changes in elevation, and you're sort of weaving your way around this magnificent sort of topography. And to be honest, I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's just an oasis. Amazing. When he goes after it like he is here.
Looks to be putting everything into this one.
Bang, bang,
Just
big
destroyed it.
Whoa, that is long.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par four, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And he's made it onto the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here. And this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par three just to look at, or even at least experience.
Will not be happy with that one.
No fucking way.
He has this attempt for par.
No fucking way, dude. No fucking way, dude.
That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. You look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rattle. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s. He's safely on deck.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Simple, solid, he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Well, that one's got a stink. That's a good stroke.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Pretty good effort right there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So the short miss, and those are painful. Just 5 feet left. Couple shots over par.
Amazing.
What a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. It was a lot of fun.
Wolf Creek is just an amazing experience, Rich. To imagine that they could build a golf course like this, and let alone people could play it and have fun. Every shot's a different experience out there. I doubt you'd ever get another golfing experience anywhere in the world that would come close to this.
Nothing like Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. So for my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long from Wolf Creek Golf Club. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Novello for EA Sports, calling all the action for today's event. We are here at Wolf Creek Golf Club. It's located in Mesquite, Nevada. Frank, if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built the golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, 100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's wonderful. It's an absolute playground for anyone that sort of loves to play the game. It is desert golf, obviously because of the terrain, but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are smack bang in the middle of the desert.
Oh, I didn't want to hit it that dang hard. Oh, my troubles.
Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the green side bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
And getting ready for the putt.
Come on, man.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's that sneaky distance.
Oh, come on.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here.
That's what I did.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Just a little tap in here. He'll take par and move on.
Yeah.
Short par 4 16th hole measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole,
It's gone for a little extra.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Oh, come on.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Did the job right there. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. If you find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Good shot.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, man.
Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Wait a minute. No. Got it.
Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
No question.
Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take yourself on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself in some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Get it. I don't know how well this is going to move.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
That's it. That's it.
That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Frank, you and I have covered golf around the world. I have never seen anything quite like Wolf Creek Golf Club here in Nevada.
I didn't think you could build a golf course in this sort of area like this, but they have, and they've succeeded. It's a wonderful course to play. It's so pleasing on the eye. The fact that you get to play across canyons and over desert ridges and across water, all in one little place. It really is an oasis, but more importantly, Rich, it's fun.
And the golf we saw was every bit as good as this magnificent desert backdrop. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now from Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Got the birds on it. Almost second place. Let's trust it. Let's get it. I did that well. I moved up one. Stage. Okay. Now we'll shoot out.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Coverage on EA Sports continuing. We're at the 14th hole, and that's where we find our featured golfer. Frank, how would you assess this first round performance from our featured golfer?
I'd say commercial, solid, very professional. If this is the worst round they score all week, it's not such a bad round. When he goes after it like he is here.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good.
Whoa, that is long.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's no snack, though.
A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Oh, 50 yards, come on.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
Well, that was a good looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, you know, if you're the greatest of all time, this is the fairway, you're certainly hit.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
That'll put the smile back on the face.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4. long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a golf course where if you were caddying for a player, you might remind them to stop and
smell the roses.
And smell the roses. Take it all in, right? I mean, it's that kind of a golf course.
Yeah, we play a lot of sterile venues now, I think is the best way to put it, 7,500 yards plus, and we don't get to smell the roses. So you come up here, it's a long trip. It takes you a while to get here, that's for sure. Flying to Calgary, drive up here. It's known as a scenic area with the ice fields. But you get to sort of embrace nature and realize it's an outdoor game. And that's one of the benefits of it. Really. This is an awkward length.
Seen it. I still hit it. Damn.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Oh, I
So
played
close.
myself.
Just broke away at the last second. Just a little tap in here. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach. Second shot.
We're all the way there.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. About 30 feet away. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, as we wrap things up here at Banff Springs, we think about reasons we love this game. A, the competition, but I think also where it takes us to amazing places like the Canadian Rockies.
It was a great day to play golf and take pictures, but the golf course right in front of you, it is absolutely beautiful to the eye and rewarding too for some good golf.
Well, that'll wrap it up for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying until next time. This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies. Set to kick off all the action on the back nine. The 10th begin with a par 3, Frank, 218 yards.
And I have no idea why this is called Little Bow, because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here. That's for sure. Bending there, you need something that comes out of the gate very, very straight and with a decent height on it as well. If you want to land on that left side of the green and make it stop. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Nice approach shot. I'll be happy with that. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over onto the left. Ideally, down the left side. It avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. Because it slopes back into the player's face, the ball's not going to kick forward. This looks like it's going to find the target.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Oh,
man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Oh.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. The problem is turning one mistake into another.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Getting set now over the putt.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, nothing really went the players.
Motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you're spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory Mcllroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
You hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
That's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.
FedEx Cup. Yep. Yep.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the Mountain Shootout.
Hard.
Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Oh, was it? Oh, bro. Oh, come on.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, just for birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Oh, come on.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Has his par. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Still some work to do here at the par 3, Frank.
Yeah, you'd think there with the size of that green, this green would be an easy one to hit, but that's irrelevant now. Let's see if he can get it up and down.
And he's made the green.
Even par currently.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front nine here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front nine with regard to par 5s. That's a ginormous tee shot. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Yeah, 15.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Yep.
And he's putting for birdie now.
Get it.
Getting ready to start the back nine here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Oh, come on.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that. And keep that club moving.
Oh, no.
That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
I'd be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away in a good spot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Just when you thought things were going to go the other way.
Don't forget the final round comes your way tomorrow for our entire crew. So long for now. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.